crafters, my name is Erin, and welcome to Giggles Creative Corner. Today's project I decided to try and base on Dawn's Elf Tic Tac holder. Instead of Tic Tacs, of course, it's little boxes of conversation hearts, so that if my boys want to pass out Valentines, I have something ready for them. List of supplies is below if you're on my blog. There's a link for my blog if you're on my YouTube channel, and my white card will flash by as I head to the craft table. I'll see you there. So for Christmas, my sons and I made this little elf, and it's based on Dawn's Stampin' Thoughts and her Elf Tic Tac holder. Well, one of them brought back this one, and I was like, okay, Valentine's Day. Can I? So I based it on the elf here, and I came up with a Cupid. So, hi Dawn! And look at my Cupids! Alright, so it's basically just the same thing, same punches, except that I made a couple changes and changed the colors. So, let's get started. Your piece of cardstock that you're going to use for the base is 3 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And we're going to score that at 7/8 of an inch, two 5/8 of an inch, 3 1/2 inches, and 5 1/4. There we go. There's our base. All right, so this part with the 2 7/8 of an inch is the front. So you're going to grab your 1 3/8 inch circle punch and turn it over so you can see what you're doing. Put it in there, and I found out that if I get it all the way to the bottom and then lift it up just a little, it gives me enough space for his little footies to float down at the bottom of his body. So there you go. Now, I used a little window sheet, and I didn't measure it except just to put it in here and say, okay, I need it that length, so that I could get it all the way around and yet still be able to close up my box. But I did find out that if you're not careful, you will lose your window sheet because it's clear and it likes to go hiding on you. There we go. That should be better. All right. And then there we go. So that takes care of that, which makes it easier to put his little diaper on, because then you have something to attach it to. All right. Now, since all that's done, I can go ahead and close up my box. And I'm going to use one of my little Brach things and stick it in there so that it doesn't get lost. All right. And there we go. Did I get him? There we go. Okay. Now, I need a white piece and my 1 3/4, or 1 3/8, sorry. And then 1 3/8 of the pink. All right. While I have the pink out, I'm going to use the itty bitty heart punch for his nose. No, his ears, sorry. the 3/8 inch circle punch for his nose, changing him up a bit. All right, the little butterfly punch for his toes, and that should be all now pink. And then we grab our dazzling diamonds and we punch out a heart for the arrow. And the big butterfly punch. Now I have to cut out 2 of these. Be able to make sure I get his wings right. There we go. It was loads of fun trying to figure out how to do it so that his wings would be the right direction so he didn't look like he was a sparkling vampire. Because I kept sticking them right up and around his neck and it looked like a sparkling vampire with a sparkly color, and it's like, no, collar. And I'm like, no, that's not right. Cut that off and grab my adhesive to stick. There it is. Stick that in, and you want to make him look like he's actually flying forward, so I always put it at a tilt. Now, his footies. As you can see on that one, I took the little butterfly, and I cut the bottom off, or butterfly. One toe, the other toe. You guys can go bye-bye. And then, I decided to have them pointing so that it looked like there's his toes, there's his heels. And I found the easiest way to do this one was with the mini glue dots. And so, one there. I guess if I would have left him flat, I wouldn't have the shaking of the candies while I'm moving it around. But you know, this is all a learning process anyway. So there's one little pointy toe. And there's the other little pointy toe. All right, wings. Get these both going so that they look like the same direction, so that they look like the actual wings. I found out that I had to have 2 of the same side. So if you are doing this, you can get 2 cupids out of 2 butterflies. All right, so take his little wings. Make sure they're both going the same direction. And mini glue dot. Mini glue dot 1. Mini glue dot 2. Come on, get down. And then we got his flutter wings. Now, I went ahead and, yeah, I drew them all on there. But I was looking at the elf and I'm like, well, you know, it's kind of cute to have his nose standing up and everything else. So I'm trying to switch it up a bit with this one. The little heart that I just cut in half, that's his ears. And so, there we go. Yeah. All right. Now, I need a dimensional, or half a one, to put on his nose. And that's even a little bit too big. All right. Hold on a second. Let's cut that dimensional down a bit more. Booty's little nose. Oh, let go. There you go. Now, I went ahead and I colored a couple of my basic rhinestones with a black Sharpie. I'm going to use those for his eyeballs. Right above his little nose. And then, pull out my little markers I've had laying around for a few years. And give him a smile. And a little curly. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's been raining here in the desert for the past 2 days. And so we have lots of water, which we're not used to. And so the trucks are making a bunch of noise. The trucks and cars are making a bunch of noise as they drive by. It's unusual for here. All right. So he was cute that way. But I'm like, how can you tell that he's a Cupid? He looks like a fairy that way. So I grabbed a black piece of cardstock and I cut half of an oval out. This is your 1 3/4 by 7/8 oval. And I put it back in and lined it up just so. And there's my bow. And then use my glue. And give him the bow. And then use the sparkly heart, and that's his arrow. Make sure you have it going in the right direction. And there you go. And there is my little Cupid based on Dawn's little elf. Make sure you check out Dawn's site. I'm going to make sure there's a link down in my area on my blog and on my YouTube channel so that you can check out her elf. It's really cute. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next project. Bye!